We're live out here, YouTube live. This is the first time we've done YouTube live. We're out here half mile south of the Nebraska-Kansas state line, and we're demoing this Draper head on this 9545 Massey Combine. Out here in the wheat. We're putting the straw down on the ground so you can see it here. Customer actually wants to bale this straw, so he's going to come back with a baler and we will bale this straw. Watch the flexibility of this Draper here. See it putting that straw out there. So you heard that combine roar right there for a second. That's actually our automatic reversing fan. So we're out here and we're in a heat advisory today. Into June, northeast Kansas down here, southeast Nebraska, we're in a heat advisory. So it's pretty hot out here. We've got drinks next to the field for anybody local that wants to come by, swing by, free drinks. Water and beer of all different colors, so you can come by and get your beer. But that combine there, you heard that reversing fan. So that fan reverses every 15 minutes. That fan's going to reverse every time it sees a temperature spike. So if it sees the combine engine temperature going up, it's going to reverse that fan. Our air intake is actually on top of that combine, so you can see how dusty and dirty it is around that combine. That air intake comes in from the top part of the combine right behind the grain bin. So that's the cleanest part around that combine right now is while you're cutting, is that right there behind that grain bin. So that's our air intake. We're sucking air in from the top. As we're sucking air in from the top, that's going to put some chaff on top of that screen. That chaff will actually blow off when that fan reverses. So every 15 minutes, like I say, it'll turn around. Every so often as it sees temperature spikes, anything like that. But you can see, you know, the wheat straw is here. You can see we got a little bit of straggle there, but you can see how that's actually cutting, you know, right down to the terrace. So that we got a little bit of a terrace here, and that's cutting down here. I hope you see that in the film there. But yeah, it's over that Draper's actually flexing, and so that allows us to cut that nice and even across the ground, and then that gives us this wheat right here, so they can come back and bale this wheat straw. This wheat's actually producing right at 60 bushels, I think, upper 50s, but is what they were saying. We're just over 15-16% moisture, but we're out here cutting. They want to get it cut here. We're starting to get a few weeds you can see growing up, popping up in here, so they want to get it cut into the bin. But like I say, that wheat straw is getting put down here. You can see across that terrace channel what that's doing, how that's cutting. So Brad's gonna come back by here. We'll stay here and we'll watch this combine go. Again, we're half-mile south of the Nebraska-Kansas state line, right off Highway 73 on Horndale Road. Doing this demonstration of this Massey 9545 and our Draper head. Cutting wheat straw. Oh, Brad's got a pile of wheat there that he's got. So, but we're showing this Draper how it flexes here to the contour of the ground. So you can see how it's cutting across that terrace there. We're actually gonna have to get out and clean this off here. He got into a wad of stuff there. But like I say, we're right here south of the Nebraska-Kansas state line, just a half-mile south into Kansas. Cutting this with a AGCO Draper head. This is the same Draper head on a Gleaner or a Massey Combine. They just changed the PTO shafts and the shielding. With the narrower feeder house on the Gleaner, it's longer PTO shafts. And they put a couple plates in, so if you got a Gleaner head and go to a Massey Combine, you can just take those plates out, shorten your PTO shafts to go to the Massey Combine, put longer PTO shafts on to go to the Gleaner. But the heads are the same as far as the belts and things of that sort, the AGCO heads. They actually, these headers, we run them over onto some deer combines. Bish makes some adapters, and we can put them over there. We've had them running on some yellow combines as well, but they definitely flex. One of the best flexing Drapers out there. For any of the competitors that have run them, they've noticed that they flex better than some of the other ones. We've got a longer belt, and so a wider belt, if you will. So as the crop comes across the belt, there's more room there versus some of the other ones that have more of an aggressive angle. With the more aggressive angle, they get where doesn't feed as well, doesn't bring the crop into the combine as well, and so it doesn't feed near as well. You can actually, in a heavy crop, you know, not necessarily wheat, but more in like tall soybeans. If you're cutting a lot of tall soybeans, you can get where the reel will actually grab a hold of the crop as it's in or on the belt, and the reel can grab it and throw the soybeans off the platform or off the table. When it's sat on the table there, you can get enough material there, and there's not enough space for that material to flow. Well, with ours, we've got a lot wider belt, and so there's more room for that material to flow, and you don't have as many issues. I say that as we're cleaning this up right now, but I think we got a pile of something out in the field. They're working there in the field more than they are on the header there. So, but like I say, we're doing this so that we can cut and bale this straw. They're going to come back with the baler, bale this straw, and get something out of that as well. Plus, like I say, on top of it, we've got 55, 60 bushel wheat here that we're cutting, so pretty decent crop here for the conditions that we've had. Walk over here to the combine. While the combine stopped, we can go through some things. Yeah, so see, they've got a pile there in the field. But up there, behind that ladder, is our air intake. So that's where we're bringing air into the combine, to cool the combine. So they're bringing air in there, that's sucking down, and then every 15 minutes that'll blow back off, and you'll just see that shaft just blow off of there. So the other thing is we've got that aluminum ladder you see there. It's got 2 hooks on it. You can take that ladder around the combine, and there's actually a rail on the side of each side of the combine. So all your grease points, everything else, that combine allows you access, or that ladder allows you access to everything on that combine. There's Jordan. There we are, guys. That's our demonstration there. So